Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I hope everyone is doing great. I hope everyone is having a beautiful Sunday or a beautiful day whenever you come across this video. So, today's pick a card is going to be, what do people admire from you the most? Like, what do people find amusing, or they're just like, wow, I really like this quality from this person. And we have three options. So pile number one is the moon, pile number two is Pisces, and pile number three is number four. Remember that these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Thank you very much for being part of this beautiful community. If you are not and you would like to be, definitely hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Like always, all my information, how to book a reading, timestamps, other social media platforms like my Instagram is all in the description box below. So let's get started with pile number one. Hello, if you chose the moon, then this is your pile. So let's have a look and let's see what is the qualities or what do people admire from you, pile number one. So with the moon here, I will say that you probably are my intuitive. Okay, you guys are very much connected to your intuition. You might be someone who's very emotional, okay, in a good way. Maybe you're very vulnerable and people really like that. I feel like you give them wise advice. I also feel like you have motherly qualities to you. Okay, so if you're a mother, I feel like people really admire how you mother your children. I feel like as well you're very feminine regardless of gender. I feel like you're someone who's, again, very in touch with your emotions. I feel like you're someone who is able to handle the fluctuations of life, just like the moon, right? The moon has cycles, and so I feel like people really admire the fact that you can ride the waves of your life, but also because I feel like you're the one that's always caring for others. You're the one that is always making sure that everybody has their stuff together. Again, this motherly instinct, but as well as you are someone that when they go to for advice, you actually listen, you actually hold space for them. Okay, with this moon energy, it could be that your most dominant sign in your chart could be your moon sign. Okay, could be, for example, if your moon is in Aquarius, then you probably come off very Aquarian. Okay, or it could also be that you have moon in the sign of Cancer or Pisces. Okay, very watery type of moon. And I feel here as well that you're very connected to source as well as what's coming through, and people see that. You're very beautiful. You're very alluring as well, just like the moon. Maybe you work a lot at night too with the moon energy here is what I'm getting. You're very subtle as well. Okay, I feel like you have power and you have strength, but I don't feel like it's dominating like the sun. I feel like it's very much like the moon here. But let's see what your cards have to say. We have the brother in darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Yeah, so regardless whether you are a male or female, I feel like there's this feminine quality to you that you're able to, that people pick up on. Okay, I feel like you deal with people in such a way that is very like graceful is what I'm getting here. Okay, you can put people in their place, but again, it's from a place of gracefulness. It's from a place of, staying in your integrity as well. And I feel like people really admire the fact that you can overcome negative energy. Again, you have such this energy of like a gentle giant, if you will. There's power to you and there's this presence to you, but again, it's not like the sun. Okay? It's very subtle. Rescuer, yes, like I said, I feel like you guys are the ones that are always assisting others. You're helping others, you're strengthening others, and people really admire that. It's like when people feel like they are like they can't speak up, okay, or they can't advocate like their emotions or just for themselves, like you are the person that would do that for them, or at least give them the strength to do that. And what I'm also getting here as well is like when people feel like they're drowning drowning in like their emotions or in just circumstances or situations that are happening in their life. It's like you are the one to throw this lifesaver and you're just like, here, let me get you to safe ground. And so I feel here that you do this, you're very humble, you're very kind, and you help others without expecting reward from anybody else. Okay. You might even be someone that you have a hard time accepting like a thank you. I know a couple of people like that in my life who, they do something nice, and when you say thank you, they're just like, okay, yeah, sure. Like, it's just like, like another thing, like nonchalant about it, okay? And I'm also getting here that when crisis hits, like when people have their tower moment, you are able to kind of calm them down, ease their emotions. And I also feel like you guys will be great dispatchers, 911 dispatchers. You guys will be great at like crisis counselors, okay, or therapists, or just deal with things like right there on the spot. I know there's so many jobs, but these are some that are just coming up. And then we have seeker here. So again, you're someone who is very, very wise. You're someone who is very much tapped into their truth. And you're not afraid to go after truth too. You're always seeking truth. And I also feel here that you leave like a big imprint in people's lives. And I also feel like when you leave people's lives, they're like big shoes to fill. Okay, like people can't fill your shoes very easily. Yeah, you persevere. People admire that you've been through a lot, and I feel pile number one that people can see, or maybe they know, maybe you're very outspoken about this, because with the moon, it's like you're very vulnerable, right? I feel like people know that you've been through a lot, and you probably didn't have that person to rescue you. And you were always seeking for that person to rescue you in a way, or to maybe throw you like a lifesaver and be like, hey, let me get you out of this. But you didn't have that. So I feel like you do this for other people. And people really like that about you. Okay, they do. Leadership. Yeah, you guys are leaders. But again, it's like this feminine. You lead from this place of feminine power, which is great. We need more leaders like this, okay? People that lead with their heart, with their intuition, people who are not driven by ego. And I feel like pile number one, people admire that. It's like you lead like you're not in there's this quote that I love, and I don't know it very well, but there's this, some of you know, if you've been following me for a while or like been subscribed to my channel, there's this quote that says, don't walk in front of me because I may not follow. Don't walk behind me because I may not see you, but walk next to me, like walk side by side with me. And I feel like that's the type of leaders you guys are, and people see that. Okay, you're not like, let me show you, like very dominant or anything like this, but you're just like, let me walk with you, let me hold your hand, let's do this side by side type of energy. And again, people really like this about you. 31 might be significant. Maybe your birthday lands on the 31st of a month, sorry. You might be life path number 3, number 1, or number 8, or life path 11 as well. Yeah, you're someone who can read energy quite easily, and I feel like people really like that. Again, because you're very intuitive. Yeah, you are. I feel like you give a lot of vitality to others, and I feel like you have a lot of information, because I feel like you're my eternal student in a way too, where you know a little bit of everything, and you're always helping. You're not stingy with your knowledge. Like, you're always assisting others. And I feel here as well, like you're an old soul, and we have a moon here too. So definitely, I feel like your moon sign in your natal chart is very dominant, or it's like your most dominant planet or sign. And travel. People like to see that you're not afraid to travel out of your comfort zone, but also you might literally travel a lot. Maybe you've been to Africa, and people like that. Okay, maybe you've been to Egypt. Yeah, and I feel like people like that you just go out there and you seek your truth. The Knight of Air. Yeah, you can definitely, I feel like, speak your emotions. You have no trouble with that. Sometimes it might come off a little harsh with that Knight of Air, okay? But I feel like you don't do this from a place of like malice or from a place of being mean or putting anyone down. I feel like it's just you get so emotionally invested in something and you're just like, I gotta speak about it. But people like how you're always moving, you're always doing something, you're always searching for knowledge. Um, you're always taking action as well. You're not afraid to take action. Yeah, people love that you live your life to the fullest. You know, you don't ask for permission. You're just like, this is my life. This is, how I do things. And you follow your intuition a lot with synchronicities. It's like you have this connection with spirit where spirit shows you synchronicities and you're like, okay, that means I got to travel. That means I got to go here. I got to do that. I got to take that action. And people admire that. They really love that. Concentration. Yeah, you're someone who I feel like you have a good head over your shoulders. You're very smart. Okay. Again, you have a good balance of feminine and masculine energies, I feel. You feel like home to a lot of people. Again, with that moon energy, right, ruling the fourth house. I feel like a lot of people feel like they're home with you, but I also feel like people really admire your home. So again, if you have children or if you're married, they feel like you're a great partner. Or a lot of people would daydream a lot about like what would it be like to have a home or to settle down with my pile number one. Okay. And then we have defense. So you're very protective. Okay, you are. There's this mysteriousness to you with the moon. And I feel like even though you're very defensive, especially about your home situation, so you probably don't speak a lot about your home situation or, growing up. Maybe to certain people, but not to everyone. And yeah, 31 is significant here. I don't know if you're 31, okay, or something happened on the 31st of the month or something like this, or your birthday lands on the 31st of the month, but there's something significant with 31. And 31 adds to 4, so 4 again, going back to that fourth house in astrology. I feel like there's this mystery to you where people want to kind of tap more into your core with that moon energy, right? With that Cancer energy, that fourth house energy. They want to tap into your core, but they can see that there are barriers here. That when people overstep certain barriers, especially when it's talking about like your core of who you are, it's like this Knight of Swords comes out. And it's like, that's it. You draw the line there. But for others of you, they do admire how you protect your home, how you protect your loved ones, how protective you are, especially to those that are in your inner circle. Let me see, anything else here that I might be missing? No, I think we're good. So that is what I have for you, pile number one. If it resonated, definitely hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. Thank you very much if you follow me on Instagram. If you don't, you should. I upload daily messages over there. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Bye. Pile number two. If you chose Pisces, this is your pile. So my Pisces, you guys are my creatives, you guys are my intuitives, you guys are ruled by Neptune or by Jupiter, depending on which astrological chart you follow, right? Or system, whether it be Vedic or Western. But I feel here with the Pisces energy, you guys are very elusive, okay? I don't know, you guys have this siren energy is what I'm picking up that people really like about you. You're very mysterious. I'm also getting this energy with the 12th house is you're very spiritual. People love your spirituality, your connection to source, right? Because Pisces rules the 12th house, as well as people see you as very dreamy. Okay, so a lot of people would describe you as like their dream person. Also, they might see you as very creative. I think I've already mentioned that, but also they might see like you're always in your mind, like you're always dreaming about something. They don't really know what's going on in your mind, but that they find that really attractive about you, as well as People might really admire your feet. I don't know why that's coming up, but I'm getting your feet. Let's see what else. For some of you who've had an addiction of some kind, people really admire how you overcame that addiction, okay? How you let that addiction go. For others of you, you've maybe been in prison and they admire the fact that you know you got out, you changed your life. For others of you as well, what I'm picking up here is I'm getting like your they admire your sacrifice. I don't know on what aspect that would be. We'll see if the cards would reveal, but I'm getting like they really admire the things that you do, that you sacrifice. So whether this be for your career, for your home, for your relationships, but there's something that you do that people admire, okay? That they're just like, wow, I wouldn't be able to do that, okay? Or you sacrifice a lot of yourself, because I'm also picking up the hanged man energy. People also admire how you're able to just surrender and let go as well, is what I'm picking up here. You might be a Pisces, or Pisces might be a very dominant sign in your chart, in your natal chart. Okay. Maybe 12 is your favorite number. I don't know. So let's see. Proper burial for freedom. Sacrifice to Osiris, Lord of the Dead. Yes. Okay. Maybe you have your moon in the 8th house. Yeah, it could be. Okay, so for a lot of you, people admire the fact that you can just lay things to rest. You can lay things to rest, literally, with proper burial here. It's like anything that's restricting my freedom, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. I'm surrendering it. I'm not dealing with it. And for a lot of people, they see that as a sacrifice, because they're like, wow, me letting this go, it will be very difficult. But I feel like for you, pile number 2, you guys are very much like, hey, you know what? If it's getting in the way, if it's not serving me, I'm letting it go. For a lot of you, you've been in this energy of the underworld, and I feel like people around you know this. It's like this Pisces energy takes up a scorpionic energy as well. So it could be, like I said, you have your moon in Scorpio, maybe in the 12th house, or you have your moon in Pisces in the 8th house, or any moon in the 8th house or in the 12th house, right? And I feel like it takes like this scorpionic energy and it draws people in. Like I said, the siren, people can kind of like see aspects of you, because there's this day and night aspect to you. And people don't know which side they're going to get. You're very mysterious, pile number 2. Yeah, victim. I feel like here the card says prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Yeah, I feel like people love how you're just don't allow systems in place or other people to hold you in this energy of 8 of Swords, feeling restricted or feeling like a victim. It's like, I'm not doing that. I've been there, I've done that, and you know what? It's not serving me, so I'm going to let it go. With the barrier for freedom, and it's like you choose freedom all the time. You don't allow people to keep you stuck. And this can even be in contracts. You really rebel against that. You might be someone who really doesn't like to sign contracts or agreements of any kind, because there's this like fear of being trapped. You could also have Sagittarius in your chart somehow here as well. But people love how you just don't allow things to make you feel restricted or feel like a victim in any way. And also what I'm getting here is that people really admire how you help others as well free themselves from feeling victimized in any way. We have the Midas and the Miser. Entrepreneurial or creative ability. To turn anything to gold. Delight in sharing life's riches. You're very good with money. So you guys might own a business, okay? You guys might be my entrepreneurs. You guys might be very creative. Maybe you have a business where you're able to help others free themselves in some way. Maybe you're like a life coach, okay? Or maybe you work in the occult as well with that Pisces. Maybe you are a healer in some way, or you have a spiritual business. But people love the way you make money, okay? How creative you are, your entrepreneurial skills. Yeah, people love how you persevere. So for some of you, a lot of people have seen you grow your business from the ground up, and they're just like, wow. Pile number 2. Again, they make a lot of sacrifices, but it's working. Non-attachment, you guys, we can't make this stuff up. Exactly how I said. You're able, with Pisces energy, you're able to blend with any sign, right? That's what the whole Pisces energy is, or at least for me. I have Pisces moon, and I feel like those who have a strong Pisces, they can blend with a lot of people, and a lot of people call them like, oh, well, not throwing shade at Pisces, you guys. I love you guys. I have my moon in Pisces, but Pisces can get a bad rap of being like fake in a way, because they can blend in with every sign, and they're like, oh, they can find their own sense of identity. No, it's not that. It's the fact that they are the last sign. So they have a little bit of every single sign in them. And so they're able to blend in with every single sign in such a beautiful way. And I feel here, pile number 2, that you are able to do that, and people admire that. But the people do see you as very non-committal, or like you're not an attached person whatsoever. You're just like, I like my freedom. Again, I don't allow things to make me feel like a victim, and people can see that. People, especially if you make business contracts or things like that, people can see like, oh no, this person, we can't tie this person up, like this person, or not tie them up like literally, but with any contract or anything like that. Like, you don't like to, that's just not who you are. You like things to be non-attachment. And people like that. People can see that. Maybe you like to do things alone. (42, 32, 5 and 6). People love the way you move forward, the steps that you take. Maybe that's why I'm like, they love your feet. I feel like they just like the way you take action. Compassion. People love your compassion. Your compassion for others, but for yourself too. Mirror. You're a mirror to a lot of people, pile number 2. Okay, I feel like when people interact with you, I don't know if you guys ever had this experience where you've met someone, that person is like a mirror to you, but it's because they're meant to activate you, even though people are mirrors to us, right? Always relationships, that's the point of it. But I'm getting here like you are like, you mirror the best image back to the person. Okay, so for example, let's say you have a friend, right? And maybe this friend has or feels like a victim in some way, or feels limited or restricted, or feels like they don't have entrepreneurial skills. You will mirror their best version of themselves back to them. Pisces has this mirroring effect. So I feel like you reveal truth to people, and people like that. Of course, there's going to be people that don't like it, because truth is not an easy pill to swallow. But I feel like for this reading, people really like that. They like that you're someone that speaks the truth, says the truth, okay, and you always reveal truth to them. But you do it in such a compassionate way, again, with grace, is what I'm getting here. Gemini, speaking of mirrors, you guys have a big mirroring effect. Lovers energy here. Yeah, it's all about relationships. People love your connections with other people. Again, because of this Piscean energy, you're able to blend with everyone. Kind of like Gemini. Put Gemini in a room. Gemini can talk to anybody, just like Libras. Like they can talk to a lot of people. And I feel like you, again, you mirror things to people, especially when they have you like one on one, or when they see you interacting with other people. People admire that. They love the way you interact with other people, because it's like they can see an aspect of themselves in you, and there's some truth that you reveal to them. Man, this got deep. Makes sense with this Pisces energy, but people like that. You're very loving, you're very caring with this Lover's card here. Count your blessings. Yeah, you're someone who is just like, you know what, I'm gonna count my blessings. Yeah, that didn't work out. That's okay. We can bury it. It's okay. You know, I have other things to look for. I love that energy, you guys. People admire your success. Again, you have a very good business, okay, or you're very good at business, or you're just very good at making money as well here. Praying. Yeah, people love your spirituality. They do. They love your routine. They love your connection with Source. If they've heard you pray, they love the way you pray. And then we have here 16, defeat. People love how you just don't let things defeat you. You don't. You succeed over these things. Again, it's because you're not attached to things. You understand that everything is one. That's that 12th house. The energy of oneness. Right? The energy of just being whole. And you really embody that energy of we are all one. And people love that. People admire, again, the sacrifices that you made. That keeps coming up. You've been through your tower moments too, pile number 2. And you persevered. You persevered through your faith. And you're very successful, and people admire that. For some of you, people admire the relationship that you are in, your connection that you are with. If you're married, people admire that connection with your partner. But that is what I have for you, pile number 2. If it resonated, hit that like button, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I upload. I always trip up in that word. Where I do daily readings over there. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Bye. Hello. If you chose number 4, this is your pile. So you chose the dice with the 4 here. Okay, so with the number 4, this is my life path number. So I feel like you guys, people admire your ability to create, to build, okay, your ability to create structures around you, to create a solid foundation for yourself. People admire your home, your family, how you carry yourself. You're someone who likes to be in charge as well with the number 4. Let's see. Systems. I'm hearing you're very good with systems. I don't know if you do something for a job like information, coding or something like this, but I'm getting systems. You understand systems. You know how to put the systems together. I'm hearing community as well. So people love your role in the community or how you address your community. Yeah, and number 4, it's all about balance as well, right? For me, at least it is. Scales of balance, ancient tantra of the soul. Yeah, people admire just how balanced you are. You might have strong Libra placements in your chart, or that might be a dominant sign as well. I feel like you are very balanced with your feminine and masculine energies. We have the masculine and the feminine here. You're very fair. Very, very fair. I feel what I'm also getting here with the mentor card that I just flipped. You're someone who has a lot of wisdom, gained a lot of wisdom. You might be a mentor. Okay, you might offer some type of assistance to others. So again, your community. So you might be like, let's say, law enforcement, or you might be a lawyer, or you might be a paralegal, or you might be there's something that you do for your community here. Okay, where you provide some type of mentorship and you pass down wisdom and you guide others and you protect others. It's like you shelter them. And people really admire that from you. Okay, they really like that. We have beggar. Confront empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Yeah, it's like you guys are able, very similar to pile number 1, where you're able to lead from a place of humility and compassion. And maybe it's because I feel like you've been in this situation before. It's like you've went through it, so you understand. And this situation humbled you, or this situation just helped you connect with your compassion. And so I feel like because of this, because of your experience, you've gained wisdom, and you're also able to sympathize with others, and people really like that about you. Okay, I feel like you help people from all walks of life. I feel here that you can definitely assist others, empower others, but I feel like you do this from a spiritual perspective too. Okay, it's not just like law. For example, if you work in law, it's not just like, okay, just according to the law or according to protocol, but you also kind of like infuse it with spirituality as well. Invention. So you guys might have heavy Aquarians as well. Aquarian. Maybe your favorite subject is math. Every time I look at this card, I think of like, I forgot his name. Oh my god. Albert Einstein. Einstein? Yeah. Like, I don't know. Every time I look at this card. So I feel like you guys are very smart, okay? Or you guys were very good at like science and math in school. But I feel like you guys are doing something very unique here, okay? People see you as like you're always inventing something, you're always coming up with something, you're always trying different things. And again, you're very humble about it, you're not cocky. Like, I feel like you are just a very beautiful soul. Yeah, you're not afraid to inquire about things, or even when people come and inquire to you and ask you like, hey, how do you, pile number 3, how do you do this, or how do I go about this, or can you guide me? It's like, for example, let's say you own your own law office, right? And someone comes, and maybe there's some offices that will charge for guidance. You're just like, no, I can guide you, that's okay, you don't, it's okay, let me just walk you through it, or let me just give you a little bit of advice here, kind of like that. Okay, I feel like when people feel so safe to come to you and ask you about a lot of things, okay, because they feel like you're open, like you have this mentorship energy about you. But I also feel like you're always learning, you're always inquiring, and you're always passing that knowledge onto your community or onto your clients. People love just how financially disciplined you are, okay? People love how you handle your money, especially, again, this might be coworkers or like your, I don't know, people who know how you handle your money. I don't know. And so there's maybe people that are really close to you, or that know, what goes on with your finances. They really like how you budget. Okay, they really like also how you invest. Okay, your community likes your investments. And also, if you are someone who maybe gives back to the community, they love how you do the work and how you give back to the community in some way. Yeah, they feel like you're very creative. Very, very creative here. You're like your mind. You're always inventing things. And people like that. You're not afraid of change. You're just like, you know what? Let's try it. Why not? Let's try this invention. Let's see what we get. Maybe your favorite color is orange. We have 7 of fire. So you're definitely, I feel like you're someone who advocates. Okay, with the 7 of wands, you stand up for your beliefs. You speak your mind. You know when to say it and when not to say it, is what I'm hearing here as well. You're very protective. Very, very protective too. Yeah, you're guarded. Love yourself. People love how you take care of yourself. You know, how you carry yourself. It could be that you always have your nails done, you always have your hair done, okay? Or you maybe go to the gym all the time, or you maybe watch your diet. People really like that, okay? That you're just taking care of who you are, taking care of your body. Peach selenite. So people like how you're just able to release things in death. Yeah, change, transformation. Maybe people right now are noticing that you just went through something life changing. You just maybe released something. This feels very current. I don't know why, pile number 3. But it feels like you're going through this right now and people are admiring you for that right now at this particular point in time in your life. That, you know, you just release something, you let something go, and you are embracing change. And people are admiring that. Like, you're not holding back, or you're not holding on to whatever it is that you had just released. And you're choosing yourself, you're loving yourself, and people are admiring you for that. I'm also getting like this is more of a specific person. Pile number 1 and 2 were very much about like people around them. But pile number 3, this could be a particular Libra that is admiring, an Aquarius that is admiring you, a Scorpio that is admiring you. This could be someone who is maybe a mentor of some kind, okay? That they are really admiring the fact that you just chose yourself, okay? That even though you are a mentor, you still inquire, you still ask questions. In any way do you feel like, oh, because I'm a mentor, I know it all? No, I feel like you really love to learn. You might be in school and people really love, you know, just how smart you are and the fact that you love school and you enjoy it. But I feel like this is, and also for financial discipline, I also feel here like this person is really close to you. So I'm picking up more like it's one particular person, but it doesn't have to be, okay? It can just be that, you know, people in general have seen that you released a lot in your life and you've always chosen yourself. You've always been like, you know what, I gotta love myself. I gotta take care of myself. And people really admire you for that. Also, they might see that you're very creative and they see that that empowers you. Change, like you're always constantly changing. You're not afraid of change and you're not afraid of asking questions. You know how many people are afraid of asking questions? I was always that person in class that was like very shy to ask questions. Until I got to like college, then I was a little bit more outspoken. But you know, you might be that one person that people go to and be like, hey, can you ask this question to the teacher? And you would raise your hand and be like, hey, you know, I have this question. So I feel like, you know, you're the one that speaks up if the community needs it, or maybe if a friend around you needs that question answered. And then we have here fast. Yeah. I feel like people love how you don't hesitate. You don't hesitate to make changes. You don't hesitate to put yourself first. You don't hesitate to help others or to even, again, inquire about something, learn something new. You don't hesitate in making a stand, in speaking up. Okay, you don't hesitate in changing things whenever they need to be changed, or confronting what needs to be confronted. And I feel like you do this again from such a Libra standpoint, which is very fair. It's not like in your face type of energy, but it's more along the lines of like, these are the facts, you know, this is my point of view and this is your point of view, and I get it and I understand it, but this is, you know, you try to mediate. There we go. You're very good at mediating, and I feel like people really admire that from you. Yeah, but they really admire the fact that you're able to go through so many rebirths in your life. And if you haven't gone through many, then again, it's a recent one that you're just going through right now that people are noticing around you. They also love how you're able to manifest as well. And they love the way you prepare. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's what you do for work, but they're saying the way you prepare yourself. So it could be, again, speaking like academically, your skills, okay, or the way you just do things, the way you prepare to give a speech, or the way you prepare to do your work. I don't know, but they're saying they admire how you prepare yourself, but they also admire your physical activity, like what you do to upkeep or maintain your physical appearance. Yeah, they just keep bringing up transformation, pile number 3. People admire your transformation. So maybe you just went through a glow up, or you're constantly glowing up in your life. You're constantly like changing and evolving, which is great. It's fantastic, you guys. That's what we're meant to do. We're meant to evolve and change. So I feel like people really admire that. You're able to release with the death card here. So that is what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope that it resonated. If it did, hit that like button, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for more daily messages over there. Bye.